Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. So for today's video, I'm going to be challenging myself to make a sort of like a me versus edible arrangements. One of the most popular things to give for Valentine's Day are chocolate covered strawberries. And I was looking on their website and their chocolate covered strawberry arrangements are $69.99 and some are even higher than that. Quick note, I called edible arrangements and their large $69 one does bring about 24 strawberries, sometimes less, sometimes a little more. So I'm going to challenge myself to make a very similar arrangement for a whole lot less, and hopefully it can help somebody out who is on a budget as well and is looking for a thoughtful gift for Valentine's, Mother's Day, whenever you want. So before we get into the video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, because once you hit subscribe, we instantly become best friends.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
And hit that notification bell. YouTube may or may not let you know when I upload a video, but if they don't, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I always post all of my new videos, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so we're off to the store, and I think I'm gonna go to ShopRite. That is the cheapest option by me, but if you want to go all fancy pants, then you can go to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, or just get the organic selection. But your girl is going the cheapest route here, and we're just gonna make sure that we wash everything really well. So right when I walked in, we had strawberries, and they had them for 2 for $5 for these packs, but they looked a little on the mushy side, every single pack that was there. So I decided to opt for these. It was a much bigger pack, and all of the strawberries looked pretty good. I'm sure there was some mushy ones on the inside. Usually these arrangements are made with kale for the greenery, but I honestly really don't like the look. It does hold up a little bit longer, but if you don't mind the smell of mint and you are gifting this within 1 or 2 days, then I would suggest mint. It's cheap, it looks cute. And now we're moving on to Michael's to buy some chocolate, and I have a 20% off everything coupon, so on top of this 30%, I get another 20%. So I'm getting these sprinkles for 50 cents each, and I only bought 2 packs, one of these and this beautiful sanding sugar. The chocolate was also on sale, so it was $2.49 plus my 20% coupon, so I got pink and white. Now I'm on my way to Dollar Tree, which is where I got my floral pots, and these are all the options that you can use. I also got some floral foam, skewers, and little Ziploc bags. I'm not going to include the dollar for the Ziploc bags or my little reusable containers, because these are things that I'm going to keep reusing in different tutorials and around my house, but if you want to include it, then that's an extra $2. For drying my strawberries, instead of buying a giant piece of foam, I decided to get one of these little grill things from Dollar Tree. It has holes in it, and I put it in on top of a deep box. I filled the box with some rice. That way it can hold my skewers in place, and I can constantly reuse this. Whenever I use foam to hold things in place, eventually it becomes unusable, so this is just a nice way to be able to do this without spending extra money later on. So again, this is all the stuff that I bought: a pot, some floral foam, strawberries, candy melts, some sprinkles. Sprinkles are optional. These are microwave safe. I found them at Dollar Tree and they bring 22. And these small microwave safe containers so I can melt my chocolate and then put the rest away that I don't use by screwing the cap on. So now we're going to start by picking out our strawberries. Whatever we can't use, then you just kind of put to the side and use for whatever you want. So whatever's mushy, whatever is a shape that you don't really like, you really don't want anything mushy, because then it's just going to go bad underneath that chocolate. So just pick through your chocolate, pick the ones that you don't want. And like I said, if you want to make something with the rest of the strawberries, then go ahead and do so. They're still delicious. They're still edible. You just don't want mushy ones for your chocolate. So I'm just setting stuff aside. And once I've picked out a few that I just don't want, I'm going to go ahead and wash this. Okay, so one very important thing to note is that when you wash these, you have to allow this enough time to dry completely. So you don't want this to be refrigerator cold, and you also don't want it to be wet when you're dipping, because what's going to happen if it's too cold, then it's going to start to set too quickly and it ends up lumpy. And if it's wet, then it's going to start to curdle the chocolate. It won't stick at all. So make sure that you are patting this dry, and that if it's too cold, you just kind of let it sit for a little bit. You don't want to let this sit overnight or anything like that. Just make sure that it is not super duper cold. So dry everything and then just let it get to a nicer temperature. So now I'm going to start to melt my candy melts. So I'm going to start with the pink. I like to do this in batches, because if you melt all the chocolate together, it doesn't really give you time to work. So I'm going to use this just so that if I have chocolate left over, I can just kind of screw the cap back on and reuse it later on. If you do this in a bowl, then it's kind of harder to reuse the chocolate. You can always just scrape the chocolate down on this and just put it away. I'm mixing some of the white into my pink just so I can make a softer pink, and I realized that I got some with little speckles in it, which is fine. It actually ends up looking really cute. To melt, I'm doing it in the microwave, so I'm just putting it into the microwave and heating it for 30 seconds at a time. Now for this amount, I heated up 3 times, so you want to make sure that you watch it. This wasn't melted yet, but once you start to see it melt a little bit, then just already grab your spatula and start moving it around. You don't want to scorch any of the chocolate. So right here, it can still go for another session in the microwave, and this is the 3rd session. I didn't show myself putting it back in the microwave, but even though some pieces still look unmelted, once you start to stir it in, it starts to look nice and smooth. By the way, I am using a little silicone spatula for this. I just find it a lot easier, and it gets the chocolate off a lot easier when I'm done. So if you have a little silicone bowl, that would be better as well. So now I'm going to put my sprinkles in a little bowl, because instead of sprinkling it on top, I'm just going to dip the tip. So I'm just going to open it up and put it in a little bowl, and then we'll start dipping our strawberries. To start dipping, I grabbed one of my skewers and I dipped it in a little bit of chocolate. I usually do this with cake pops, so I'm kind of just used to doing this, but you don't have to do this. I just don't want the edge to kind of hurt anybody. So I dip it in chocolate and then put it in. Make sure that I'm holding all of the stem pieces, and then I start dipping in. If I would have added more chocolate, this probably would have been a lot easier, but I didn't fill it up all the way. In order to shake off the excess chocolate, I'm actually tapping my hand, not the actual skewer, just to shake off everything. And then I just lightly dip it into my chocolate to get that little end piece. This is going to round off the strawberry a little bit, so if you don't like that, then just sprinkle your pieces up top and then put it into your foam or into your little setup like I did. Now I'm going to keep dipping the pink strawberries. Like I said, I do these in batches, but I am going to go and cut between the pink and the white just so you see how they both look. So I'm going to go ahead and dip this one, and this one I'm going to coat in some of these sprinkles. Now the sprinkles that I got were a little bit too chunky, so I'm just going to pour this on top while it is still wet like you would with any other sprinkle. Now, so it doesn't look so funky, you want to grab your hands and you kind of want to push the sprinkles down so they're not protruding. You're going to see with the white one, I do add a lot more. So I am going to want to take my hands and kind of get in there and push them in. I also put some pieces where it was missing. I do have a lot of dried chocolate all over my hand, but this is what it looks like. Not my favorite. What I do really like is the melted one. So I put a little bit of the white into a baggie. Now when I'm melting this, I'm doing it 30 seconds at a time and mushing it up. This is not closed all of the way. It's closed at the bottom, but I do have the top part a little bit open so that there's no pressure inside. And then I'm going to cut the tip as small as possible. And then I'm just going to start going back and forth on my strawberry. Some are going to look really neat, some are not. Make sure that your first drip is on the plate or on your surface and not on the strawberry, because if not, it ends up looking really chunky and weird like some of my strawberries did. For my white one, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And for this, you want to wait until the strawberry dries a little bit. So I do set them to dry first, and then I go ahead and do the little drizzle. If you want to marble it, then you want to do it while it's still wet. But if you just want the little stripes, then you want to wait until the strawberry has set completely and then do your little drizzle. One thing to note when you are doing this, if you do it while it's too hot, then the drizzle will be too runny. And if you do it when it's really cold, then it's just going to be really thick. With the chocolate that I had left over, I just took a spoon, scraped it all down, and you can screw the lid back on. I just want to show you that once you scrape it down, you can totally reuse this chocolate. Once it's melted, it looks perfectly fine, and you can keep dipping whatever you want in there. So this is what all of my strawberries look like. I just transported it in one of the pots, but I'm going to use this pot right here. So with my floral foam, you can either tape it down with floral tape, but I used some hot glue because it had the perfect ridges on the bottom for hot glue. I placed it in and I will wait until it's set in place. And now I'm going to start adding my strawberries. So the skewers are actually really long, so I'm going to cut them down using some side cutters. You can use regular scissors because these break really easily. You don't need these. I'm going to cut them down, and then I'm going to start from the bottom, working my way up to the top. And if I started over here, I'm going to go ahead and put another one over there just to evenly distribute the weight. Then I'm just going to work my way around and then up. So I'm cutting down the skewer just a little bit and then pressing in and moving on. I didn't make a certain amount of sprinkles and a certain amount of the round ones, so I'm just putting them randomly wherever I see it looks nice, and if it doesn't fit, then I'll just remove it and put it somewhere else. These are 24 strawberries in total, and I did have strawberries left over, so if I did want to pack it a little bit more, then I can. So I'm going to grab my mint now and just kind of start putting it in place. If you are not gifting this the same day, then I would suggest using the foam that you can actually put in water and actually sticking your mint in there, because if not, it's going to kind of wilt. Make sure that you are putting this in the refrigerator afterwards, and anywhere where I see that these skewers are showing, I'm just putting a little bit of mint in to cover that up. But if you don't want to use the mint or the kale, then don't do it, and just make sure that you're squishing your strawberries together so you don't see any of that at all. That's what makes it look really, really nice when you don't see the skewers. But like I said, it's up to you. But look how gorgeous this looks. Once I was done, I just kept adding some sprigs of mint. This is really, really, really strong in scent, so if the person that you are giving this to does not like mint, then omit this. Use the kale, don't use it at all. Once I had everything in place, I was done, but I added a little tiny wood heart sticker to the front of it just to give it a Valentine's look. And bam, I had an arrangement for $15.65. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you on the next one.